What's up, guys? We are live. This is the UFC museum break, and then we'll do Topps Chrome afterwards. So let me go ahead and tag everybody. We're about 15 minutes late on this, guys. I apologize. I upgraded my internet this morning, and then I went to see if I could actually pick up the stuff I have to use now to run it, and I did. So then they shut off my old internet, I guess. So I had to hook it up. I didn't plan on hooking it up today. I just wanted to go get it today, and I had to get it going. So there's not a ton of you folks in this break, but I appreciate you guys filling it up. Tai Tuivasa just smoked Stefan Struve. I got it going on my phone over here, and then we'll do this Chrome break afterwards. Alright. Is there live predictions from Brand? Just up. Just gonna watch. Thought about it. Getting in. I'm here to watch what I'm missing. Yeah, we had some good cards come out of this last time. Who's on the card? Who's the first fight? I know the last three fights. So let's pull the card up. The main card is gonna start here at the top of the hour while we're doing the Chrome break, which sucks. Oh, Ankalaev and Ian Kuti-Laba. That's a rematch. The first fight. That's a rematch. That Ankalaev guy was beating the shit out of Kuti-Laba, but it was like he was playing possum. Like, the ref stopped that fight. That's a weird fight. Go watch it. It's only one round. It's literally a rematch because nobody thinks the ref should have stopped it. We think the one guy was playing possum. He was acting like he was hurt and then trying to get him to come in. It was a real weird fight. But that's the one. That's really hard to pick because it got stopped and nobody knows what's happening. Then there's women's flyweight fight, Lauren Murphy against a newer comer. I don't know who that is. Jacob Malkoun and Phil Hawes, that's two prospect type dudes. They're just on the main card for pay-per-view sake, I assume. And then Alexander Volkov and Walt Harris. Volkov should win that fight, and he should win it convincingly. Jared Cannonier and Robert Whitaker. Take your pick. Holy shit, that's going to be a fight. The top two fights I don't even want to pick. I just want to enjoy them. Bobby Knuckles and Cannonier is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. That's going to be violence. Lots and lots of violence. And then the main event just goes without saying. It's going to be fantastic. If Gaethje can stay on his feet, he's going to beat the shit out of Kebab. But Kebab does whatever he wants. He's the only guy I've ever seen that literally does whatever he wants. So we'll find out. Fiber Network, blah, blah, blah. All right, Pav, we'll talk about Fiber Network. It's on your bed. So let's do the break, friends. Let's do the break. So it's not lasting 5 rounds. Whitaker and Cannonier, I don't see how that fight goes 5 rounds. I think that one's going to end very violently, one way or the other. I don't know who. Cannonier used to be a heavyweight. If you don't know who Jared Cannonier is, he got into the UFC as a heavyweight. And I think he went 1-1 as a heavyweight and then dropped down to light heavyweight, had a couple fights there. I think he did the same thing, 1-1, 2-1, 1-2, something like that. And then he moved down to middleweight. So the dude's dropped a ridiculous amount of weight. He's down at middleweight, and he's won 3 in a row, just destroying people at middleweight. So, and then Bobby Knuckles was the former champ out of Adesanya, took the belt from him, and he hasn't fought since then. He got knocked out twice basically in that fight. Saved by the bell for real, and then came out and got knocked out again. So he hasn't fought since then, so we'll see how he bounces back. But I mean, he was the world champ. He was a world champ. You're seeing world champion, literally world championship fights. You're seeing that type of talent in the last 2 fights. It's going to be incredible. So with that being said, let's get this going because I really want to get that Chrome broke before the last 3 fights. So good luck, everybody. Thanks a bunch. Just a fun little something different to do. I appreciate you filling it. I really do. This feels... I think there's a if there's frame cards in here, we just hit one. That's a heavy ass pack. It's a heavy pack. Pick the under. Yeah, I would probably pick the under. There is. We got a gold frame hit coming up, guys. First pack. Congratulations to whomever gets this. First, we're going to have the base cards. The flyweight champion, Figueiredo. He is the king of the flyweights. Fought for the belt, didn't make weight, couldn't win it, won the fight. Then had a rematch, made weight, and won. So that goes to the men's flyweight, Sam Salabura. Next up, we're going to have light heavyweight contender, Thiago Santos. And we're going to have the queen of the lady flyweights, Valentina Shevchenko. She's unstoppable, folks. I don't know who's going to beat her. The prelims just ended. They were on ESPN2. They just ended. Next up, we're going to have Tyron Woodley for the welterweight division, number to 159. Tyron Woodley, number to 159 here. Sorry, I got my phone. I got the fights on the phone going on. Please stand by. So I'll stand by. I'm not putting it on the screen because I'm not getting this video taken down. But next we're going to have Kamaru Usman, the welterweight champion of the world, number to 75. Eliza, you have the middleweights, sir. You have the middleweights, 185 pounders. Kamaru Usman, number to 75, the Nigerian Nightmare. And our first hit's going to be a fucking beauty, guys. It's not even the case hit. It's going to be 2 of 8. A former 2-weight champion. He's actually doing commentary today for the fight. It is DC Daniel Cormier for the heavyweights. The heavyweight division just got a huge hit. Cody Hibbs, Daniel Cormier 3 relic autograph, number 2 of 8. Congratulations, and this was probably the biggest card in the product at the time of its release. Gold frame, silver autograph, 9 of 15. It's going to go to the welterweight division. He was arguably the best wrestler on planet Earth. And now he's retired and needs hip surgery. Ben Askren. Funky Ben Askren. 9 of 15. Case hit. Gold framed autograph. Beautiful card. Came in, won his debut after getting the shit kicked out of him, and then lost his next 2 and retired and needs a hip replacement. Worn out. Worn out. Ben Askren, number 15. And next up, we're going to have nope, we're not. It's going to be a quad female strawweight relic. Very cool. That's going to go to Robert LaPointe, women's strawweight, 115-pound division. We're going to have a quad relic of Joanna, Doug Rose Namajunas, Jessica Andrade, and Tatiana Suarez. So 3 of the absolute best, and then Tatiana in there somehow. So this is cool. Unfortunately, they're all very dark relics. I'd like to see some color of some sort. But it's still very neat. That is box number 1. Moving on to box number 2. DC, oh yeah. I'm not a DC guy. But he's like, I don't believe DC. I don't believe that he's as wholesome as he pretends to be, I think is my issue with him. But he's a nice guy and he really knows the sport. So, I mean, if that's really how he is, that's fantastic. I don't buy into it. I think it's a persona. We have one of my favorite fighters of all time coming up in hit form. But first, we're going to have the heavyweight champion, the guy who retired DC, Stipe Miocic. I've trained one day at Matt Serra's gym. Just was a thing for locals. Yeah, for sure. 10 parlay. Jesus. Parlays. That's how you lose money. And we're going to have a rookie card for the women's flyweight, Andrea Lee. Rookie cards. It cracks me up. They have first Chrome cards, too. I opened a whole case of UFC Chrome last year. We have Darren Till, the welterweight division. And next up, Kamaru Usman again. This one, number 159. Kamaru Usman. And women's strawweight blue. It's going to be number 22 of 25, a rookie card, if you will. It's going to be Nina Ansaroff for the women's strawweight, 22 of 25. And our next hit is going to be women's bantamweight. That's the 135 pounders. Women's bantamweight, 3 relic autograph, Nico Montano. Signature swatches. And the middleweight division is going to get another hit. This one's going to be 14 of 25. Kind of a bottom feeder, if you will. It's going to be Zach Cummins. 14 of 25. Zach Cummins. And our next hit, he is the greatest fighter in the world. That's my best impression of him. The French-Canadian, 20 of 25, quad relic of Georges St. Pierre. 3 greens and an orange. I like it. I like it. Number to 25, this will be the middleweight. Sorry, they're going to give this to the middleweight division. Middleweight division. I'm very surprised to see that. But he he probably was the champion of the middleweights at around the time this product came out. So he retired and came back at middleweight to fight Bisping and beat Bisping for his belt. And then he rode back off into the sunset. So here's our last box. Our last box of this break. We're going to have the notorious Conor McGregor at lightweight. So go to lightweight. For those of you who don't know, he was a flyweight until he won the belt. Now he's just moving up and up and up. Cody Hibbs, there you go, sir. Next up, welterweights, Jorge Masvidal. Street Jesus. Street Jesus, I'm not a fan, but, you know, he puts asses in the seats. T-City. He just destroyed the Korean Zombie last week. Brian Ortega. Brian Ortega. Off a long layoff. He's back. Rachel Ostovich. Women's flyweight. Number 159. He is the best. I think he is. He is the greatest. You hear him back in the day. Before he was even done. I am the greatest fighter in the world. Alright. Tyron Woodley. Number 75. Getting a lot of the same type of parallels. Tyron Woodley going to the welterweight division. Number 75. And next up, the greatest female fighter ever. I think it's pretty fair to say. 2-patch autograph, 4 of 40. The current featherweight and bantamweight women's champion, Amanda Nunes. This will go to the bantamweight women's division. Bantamweight right there. She's the 2-division champ. She defends both belts. She might be the only fighter to ever continuously defend both belts. Most people give up one after they win 2. Amanda Nunes is just destroying everybody. But to be fair, who knows? The women's competition pool is not nearly as fierce as the men's is right now. Because the top of the women's food chain is about 5 girls in each weight class that just are ridiculous in comparison to the rest of the rankings, and it'll catch up. It'll catch up eventually, but they started later than the men, so you know they're just a little behind. But she's the best right now. Until somebody else does what she does, she's absolutely the best. The next hit, I don't even know who this is. Barb Honchak, women's flyweight. I'll be honest, friends, no idea. No idea about old Barb here for the women's flyweight division. And our last hit is going to go... Where are they going to give this one? Lightweight. Men's lightweight get the last hit of the break. Then I'll go to Cody Hibbs, sir. It's a quad patch of Tony El Cucuy Ferguson. You know, 'cause this man is nuts. One of the few guys to ever just get stopped on his feet Literally no quit in Tony Ferguson. The guy's an absolute animal. Absolutely an animal. So let's do the recap for you guys. Thank you very much. We had Tony Ferguson, Quad Relic, Barb Honchak, Amanda Nunes for the women's bantamweight, George Rush St. Pierre, number to 25 for the middleweights, Zach Cummins for the middleweights, Nico Montano, number to 99 for the female bantamweight division, Nina Ansaroff, number to 25 for the women's strawweight. We had a strawweight women's quad relic, Ben Askren, case hit, number to 15. DC Daniel Cormier, number to 8. And that will do it, friends. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoy the fights later. I'm going to go do this Chrome so we can enjoy the fights myself. Everybody, have a good day. Thank you very much. We will see you later. Peace.